Hello everyone, my name is Christine. I'm going to talk about the topic Introduction to Social Networks. In this course, I will introduce you the concept and applications of social networks. People do not meet face-to-face, instead they meet online. A virtual community is a social network organized around a common interest, ideas, tasks, or goals. Members interact across time, geographic, and organizational boundaries to develop personal relationships. Virtual communities offer several ways for members to interact, collaborate, and trade. There is a video which explains the concepts of social computing and online communities. Let's watch the video.
I know my business needs to be more active on social media, but there's so much choice out there at the moment. So the question is, where do we start? The social ecosystem is a bustling place. My marketing team are already participating in a range of different conversations on Facebook and LinkedIn. They're constantly listening in to the social world around us on Twitter and through wikis and blogs. We've even got our own corporate Facebook and LinkedIn groups where we manage a lot of our social conversations. Thing is, I know we could be doing more. I want more control over my social footprint. That's where wholly owned enterprise social communities come into play. Social networks are exactly that, social. Whereas online corporate communities are different. They have a different purpose entirely. The social network is designed to build relationships, whereas the online community is designed to serve a bigger business objective. So what we should be doing is using the power of these social communities on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn to build our brand awareness, customer loyalty, and online presence, so that once those are established, we can bring these social groups into our own corporate communities that are owned and managed by us, the organisation. Why? So that we can listen, support, and build meaningful relationships with our customers. So that we can build truly collaborative relationships across employees, partners, and consumers. And so that we can take control over the style and the content of the data. Enterprise collaboration and community social media enhance productivity and performance in 6 business areas. Internal and external communities come into play. What are these business areas? Corporate communication, employee networking and collaboration, innovation, association marketing, customer-driven support, and interactive marketing. So who are some of the companies already using Telligent?
Many thousands of communities exist on the internet, and the number is growing rapidly. Pure-play internet communities may have thousands or even hundreds of millions of members. Comparing with traditional purely physical communities, the difference is that the internet communities are larger and are not confined to geographic location. Generally, a virtual community has three kinds of interaction elements: communication, information, and EC elements. For communication purpose, a virtual community may provide some tools such as bulletin board, email, newsletters, blog, wiki, and so on, for users to communicate with each other. For providing information, a virtual community may have directories and yellow pages, search engine, links to information sources, and so on to provide information for users. A virtual community also has some easy functions such as advertisements, electronic catalogs, and shopping carts, auctions, and so on. They are the major types of online communities. Associations. Many associations have a web presence. These range from parent-teacher associations to professional associations. Affinity portals. They are communities organized by interest such as hobbies, vocations, political parties, union, and any more. Many organized around a technical topic or a product. Ethnic communities. Many communities are country or language specific. For example, HongKong.com and China.com cater to the world's largest Chinese-speaking community. Gender communities. Such kind of communities is gender specific. For example, Woman.com is one of the largest female-oriented community sites, emerging in 2001 in an effort to cut losses and become profitable, catering to young people, especially for the teens and people in their early 20s. Communities of practice. This can be physical or virtual. Members are professionals and practitioners that share an area of practice. For example, professors, dentists. Members also share knowledge in discussion groups. Neighborhood communities. Some associations and newspapers have created websites for local communities. In social networking sites, there are large communities such as Facebook, MySpace, in which millions of members can express themselves, find friends, exchange photos, view videos, and more. The final one is virtual worlds. Virtual communities can be classified in several ways. A more common classification recognized 6 types of Internet communities: transaction and other business activity, purpose or interest, relations or practice, fantasies, social networks, and virtual worlds. This table explains and provides examples of these 6 types of communities. The community of transaction and other business activities is used to facilitate buying and selling. The purpose or interest community is not trading and just exchange information on a topic of mutual interest. The relation or practice community organizes members who have certain life experiences. In the social network communities, members communicate, collaborate, create, share, foreign groups, entertain, and more. In a virtual world community, members use avatar to represent them in a simulated 3D environment where they can play, conduct business, socialize, and fantasize. Social networking gives people the power to share, making the world more open and connected. Although social networking is usually practiced in social networks such as MySpace and Facebook, aspects of it also are found in Wikipedia and YouTube. Let's define the social networks and then talk some of their services and capability. A social network is a place where people create their own space or homepage on which they write blogs, post pictures, videos, or music, share ideas, and link to other web locations they find interesting. There is a video about social networking. This video uses an easy way to explain the concept of social networking. Let's watch the video.
Networks get things done. Whether it's sending a letter or lighting your home, networks make it happen. To get from Chicago to Santa Fe, we need to see the network of roads that will get us there. We see that Chicago is connected to St. Louis, which is connected to Dallas, which is connected to Santa Fe. Of course, people networks can help us with finding jobs, meeting new friends, and finding partners. You know how it works. Bob is your friend, and he knows Sally, and Sally's friend Joe has a job for you. This is a network of people, a social network. Yay! The problem with social networks in the real world is that most of the connections between people are hidden. Your network may have huge potential, but it's only as valuable as the people and the connections that you can see. Boo! This problem is being solved by a type of website called a social networking site. These websites help you see connections that are hidden in the real world. Here's how it works. You sign up for a free account and fill out your profile. Then you look for people you know. When you find someone, you click a button that says Add as Friend. Once you do this, you and that person have a connection on the website that others can see. They are a member of your network, and you are a member of theirs. What's really cool is that you can see who your friends know and who your friends' friends know. You're no longer a stranger, so you can contact them more easily. This solves a real-world problem because your network has hidden opportunities. Social networking sites make these connections between people visible. Like a map for a highway, they show you the people network that can help you get to your next destination, whether it's a job, a new partner, or a great place to live. Your network is suddenly more useful. You can get started at these sites: LinkedIn, Facebook, and MySpace. I'm Lee Lefevre, and this has been Social Networking in Plain English on the Common Craft Show.
What is the size of the social networking sites? Social networking sites are growing rapidly, with some having over 100 million members. The typical annual growth of a successful site is 40 to 50% in the first few years and 15 to 25% thereafter. This graph shows the top 10 social networking websites and forums. The top 3 social networking websites with the most market share of visits are Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Social networking sites provide innovative business models. New revenue models are being created daily. Although some generate limited revenue, others succeed wildly. What is social network analysis? It can use S&A software to map and measure the relationships and information flows among people, groups, organizations, computers, and other information or knowledge processing entity. The nodes in the network are the people and groups, while the links show relationships or flows between the nodes. S&A provides both visual and mathematical analysis of relationships. There are some examples of S&A tools. This website show brief description about social network analysis, such as when to use and how to use the social network analysis. It also introduced several tools and software for S&A. This website is the Microsoft Academic Search, and this website is called RNetMiner. These two websites are academic social network for analyze the relationship between researchers. You can use the search tool on the website to find out a researcher's social network on academic. For example, in this website, there is a social graph to show the researcher's social relations. The social relations on this website is based on their publications. There are some representative social network sites. The first one is the Classmates Online. Classmates Online help members find, connect, and keep in touch with school friends from kindergarten through college to work and the military. Classmates Online has more than 40 million active members in the US and Canada. The second site is the Dig. Dig is a community-based popularity website with an emphasis on technology and science articles. The site expanded in 2008 to provide a variety of other categories, including politics and videos. It combines social bookmarking, blogging, and syndication. Users submit new stories and websites, and then a user-controlled ranking system promotes those stories and sites to the front page. When users read news items, they have the option to dig it or bury it. The famous example of the social network is the Facebook. What is Facebook? The Facebook is a free access social networking website that is operated and privately owned by Facebook company. Users can join networks organized by city, workplace, school, and region to connect and interact with other people. People can also add friends and send them messages and update their personal profiles to notify friends about themselves. Let's see the background of the Facebook. The Facebook was created in 2004 by Harvard student Mark Zuckerberg. By the end of 2005, Facebook expanded to include a network of 800 colleges and universities, then high schools, and then international students. In 2006, Facebook opened registration to everyone who is the age of 13 in the world. According to Facebook's press room, the social networking site currently has over 90 million active users. There is a video which introduces the background and concept of the Facebook. Let's watch the video.
Facebook in simple English. In 2004, Mark Zuckerberg, Dustin Moskovitz, and Chris Hughes, 3 Harvard University students, launched a website designed to put students in touch with one another, share their photos, and meet new people. They called it thefacebook.com, and before long the site became extremely popular on the Harvard campus. A month after the site launched, the creators expanded it to include students from Stanford, Columbia, and Yale. By 2005, students in 800 college networks across the United States could join the network, and its membership grew to more than 5 million active users. In August of that year, the site's name changed to Facebook. Facebook was originally intended for college students, but today anyone can join the network. Although the site's scope has expanded to include more than just students, its purpose remains the same: giving people a way to share information in an easy and entertaining way. Like MySpace, Facebook is a social networking site. To explore Facebook, you must create a free account on the site. Facebook's terms of use state that members must be at least 13 years old, and any member between the ages of 13 and 18 must be enrolled in school. Facebook requires new members to provide a valid email address before completing registration. Once you've created an account and answered a few questions about where you work, where you went to school, and where you live, Facebook will generate a profile for you. Facebook provides several ways to find friends. You can browse and join networks, which are organized into 4 categories. Regions, which are networks that are linked to specific cities or countries. Colleges, workplaces, and high schools. Once you join a network, you can browse through the list of members and search for people you know. You can sort people by age, sex, relationship status, political views, and other criteria. You can let Facebook pull contents from web-based email accounts. To do this, you have to give Facebook your email address and password. Facebook uses a program that searches through your email contacts and compares the list against its membership database. Whenever Facebook discovers a match, it gives you the option to add that person as a friend. You can use Facebook's search engine to look for a specific person. Type the person's name into the search field and Facebook will display any profiles that match the name. And a few facts for you guys on Facebook and its rapid growth. Facebook has more than 400 million active users. 50% of the active users log on to Facebook in any given day. Average user has 130 friends. People spend over 500 billion minutes per month on Facebook. There are over 160 million objects that people interact with, such as pages, groups, and events. The average user is connected to 60 pages, groups, and events. The average user creates 70 pieces of content each month, and more than 25 billion pieces of content, web links, news stories, blog posts, notes, photo albums, and the like, are shared every month. As you can see, Facebook has changed the way we connect and share information.
The Facebook is the fastest growing social network. It is a very powerful tool that you create your own profile, brand pages, and custom applications. You also can express your opinion by the opinion polls. The Facebook also can be used to advertise and understand the audience insights. This is a brand page on Facebook. It allows you to post photos, videos, events, and other messages. Users interact with you by becoming fans, commenting on your posts, participating in discussions, and post photos to your page. Fans see your page updates in their news feeds. Mobile social networking means a kind of social networking where users converse and connect with one another using cell phones or other mobile devices. For example, Facebook also offers mobile services to users. Windows Live Space Mobile can be viewed on mobile devices with limited screen size and slow data connections. It allows users to browse and add photos, blog entries, and comment directly from their mobile devices. Some social networking sites offer mobile-only services. Business network is a group of people who have some kinds of commercial relationship, such as seller and buyers, buyers among themselves, buyers and suppliers, and professional and other colleagues. Such a network of people form enterprise business social networks, and they can exist offline and online. Business social network is a social network whose primary objective is to facilitate business connection and activities. The commercial activities related to social networks are on the rise. An increasing number of people and companies are engaged in business-oriented social networking to do business. They also can discover new business opportunities through the social networks of people. The most popular business-oriented social network service is LinkedIn. Business networking is a more cost-effective method of generating new business than advertising or public relation efforts. There are the major reasons to use or deploy a business social network site. These reasons are to build better customer relationships, to improve knowledge management, to facilitate recruiting and retention, to increase business opportunities, to build a community, to get expert advice, to improve trade show experiences, to improve communication and collaboration. Many people believe that communicating and collaborating with people both inside and outside the company through social networking is a key business differentiator. It enables a company to see other opportunities so that the company can outperform other competitors. Social networking activities can be conducted both in private and public social networking sites, as well as in internal and external communities. There are some types of business-oriented social networks. The first one is Facebook. Facebook is mainly a public social network for social-oriented activities. Now it allows its members to conduct business-oriented activities. The second one is Rise. Rise is similar to LinkedIn. The users of Rise can create profiles that can be viewed and invite friends and business associations into special interest groups. The third one is Video. Video is a network of over 3 million professionals, mostly in Europe and China. It is used for connecting with business contacts. Additionally, it is a European clone of LinkedIn with localization. The final one is AppSense. AppSense is a business social network where people get paid to come together to share their business through networking, deciding, exploring, and creating quality business content. Users build their own social networks by inviting their friends to AppSense. Friends of friends can also be placed in users' network. An increasing number of companies have created their own social networks for their employees, former employees, and customers. The following are the guidelines regarding enterprise social networking activities. First, the enterprise social network allows employees to collaborate and communicate in an employee-driven system. Second, it promotes the use of enterprise wiki for demonstrations. The enterprise can set up internal blogs and incorporate them into internal directories, so users can see who has a blog. The company can set up enterprise social bookmarking systems, so users can see what sort of content their colleagues are tagging. Finally, the company's CIOs should evolve in the beginning to make sure the right infrastructure and tools are in place. Enterprise can use public or private social networks in several ways. One way is participating in business-oriented public networks such as LinkedIn or in enterprise social network. The other way is developing innovative private social networks. For example, IBM and Cisco have developed their own enterprise social networks. In a social network, the major components in a social network include information dissemination and sharing, communication, collaboration, knowledge management, training, and management support. Each component has several related activities that are facilitated by the social network. For the collaboration, the social network can be used to support the problem-solving, connection support, and content creation. For knowledge management, the social network can be used to assist the knowledge sharing, technical support, and expertise capturing.
That's all for this class. Thanks for your listening. See you next time.